goals, goal setting, goal achievement. Many people are struggling with goal setting. Some continue to struggle, while others seek professional help from a coach. People know that consulting a coach might be helpful in the reflection and evaluation process. As a credentialed coach, your responsibility is to help the client decide upon all the individual actions they will need to take to achieve their goals. You will have to use great questions and action planning strategies to support the goals of the client. Most importantly, you have to develop yourself as a credentialed coach in a way that you can ascertain what your clients really want in their life and determine the things that are holding them back. To help others as a credentialed coach, you need the right expertise and skills that you can use to guide them in the completion of action steps. How well you can work with the client on goal setting will depend on your ability to help them to get clear and then hold them accountable to actioning their goals. One of the biggest challenges of a credentialed coach is to make the client understand the importance of goals and to have conversations focused on setting achievable goals with clients. You will have to work closely with the client to understand their thought process, emotions, what drives them, their values, and how they see life as a whole. To help you approach the client in a better way, Credentialed Coach Training has laid down some important pointers on goal setting to help you. What is goal setting? Dreams are universal. Your clients may think that they no longer have any, but the truth is, we all have dreams. Dreams are wired to our subconscious. They have a habit of sticking with people, even if they think they have discarded them long ago. Some people are lucky enough to have been surrounded by people who believe in their dreams, but this is not the case for most people. So, as a credentialed coach, in order to help your clients set goals, you need to touch the dreams subject. If the client has been told by his peers and family that his dreams are ridiculous or will never happen, they may find it difficult to convey them to you because they have been suppressed or not listened to in their childhood or life before. On the other hand, if the client has always been encouraged to pursue whatever desires or dreams he or she has, your client will find it easy to express these dreams to you. So, with this in mind, you will have to approach people differently by asking questions and getting to know them before you can define goal setting for them. So, what is goal setting? Simply put, goal setting is the act of picking an objective one wishes to accomplish. In today's fast-paced world, how often do you think it happens that people achieve the bigger objectives that are really important to them? Do 10% of people reach their potential? Many people have trouble following through with their goal planning, and many just stop trying. We hear words like, maybe this is just it. Coaching needs to grow exponentially to help people, with goal setting being a major part of coaching that helps people to achieve their goals and dreams. As a credentialed coach, you need to understand what's getting in the way of the accomplishment of the actual goal. For example, if your client's goal is to lose weight, how will he or she know when that goal is complete? When he or she has lost 1 pound, or 10 pounds, or 15 pounds? When? Your job is to assist your client to have a clear picture of where they are right now and help them to define clearly where they want to be or who they want to become. That is, you need to provide them with a clear target, else they will never hit their mark. Therefore, it is crucial to teach your client how to set goals that are actionable, measurable, and clear. Goal setting can look different based on your client's lifestyle, definition of success, and values. So, start with asking the right questions like, what does success look like to you? What is your definition of success? What do you want to achieve with your life over the next 10 years? Help the client to understand that their goals are unique and they don't have to look like anyone else's. One of the great aspects of goal setting is that it can help a person in any area of their life, from adopting a healthy lifestyle to achieving financial success. Once the client is able to set goals in one area of his or her life, it will become easier for him or her to set goals in other areas as well. However, credentialed coach training states that often the real challenge is not setting the goals and determining the results, but accepting the sacrifices that one has to make to achieve the goals. It is easy to sit back and think about what one could achieve or what one could do. The primary objective of goal setting is to determine whether an individual can bear the life and choices that come with the quest to achieve the goal. A worthy goal may include sacrifice, determination to keep going, and hard work to accomplish. In short, goal setting incorporates everything from the rewards the client wants to enjoy to the costs he or she is willing to pay to achieve that goal. SMART goals. The SMART goal model is useful and effective for working with clients, despite some people putting this model down. It is very effective. According to credentialed coach training, for goals to be powerful, they should be set and designed to be SMART. While there are multiple variations of what SMART signifies, at its core, goals should be 1. S stands for specific. 2. M stands for measurable. 3. A stands for achievable. 4. R stands for relevant. 5. T stands for time bound. To frame the goal statement positively, SMART rules are recommended. Ensuring that your client's goal fits the SMART criteria will make his or her success more likely. Creating a SMART goal entails working through each of these 5 elements for building an accessible goal that incorporates exactly what needs to be achieved, when it needs to be accomplished by, and how one will know when they are successful and have achieved it. Number 1. Specific. The goals that your client sets have to be specific so that he or she can know when they have achieved their objective. Make the client understand that the goals cannot be vague in any way. For a goal to fit the SMART criteria, the client can answer the following questions. What is it that you want to achieve? Why do you want to achieve it? Who is involved with you to assist you in achieving this goal? What requirements and constraints will be involved in achieving this goal? When will this goal be achieved? Number 2, measurable. There should be concrete criteria for measuring the progress your client is making towards his or her goal. Ensuring that his or her goal is measurable will make it simpler for both you and your client to keep track of progress. Some questions to establish if the goals are actually measurable are: how much? How many? How will you know when you have accomplished your goal? Number 3, achievable. As a credentialed coach, it is not your responsibility to determine whether the goal that the client has in mind is achievable or not. Ask the client, is it possible for you to achieve this goal? Careful consideration should be required from both you and the client to make sure that the goal is both challenging yet realistic. As per Credentialed coach training, for a goal to be achievable, it should meet the following criteria. It should be realistic. You and the client should be able to set reasonable strategies and a roadmap to achieve the goal. Number 4, relevant. The goal must be relevant. Simply put, the goal must matter to the client and be of significance. A goal is relevant if it supports your client's other goals or aligns with his or her values, interests, passion, or vision. A relevant goal will enable the client to answer yes to the following questions. Are you the right person to achieve this goal? Will this goal help you accomplish fulfillment or happiness? Or is it a must for bigger reasons than yourself? For example, to positively change society? Is it the right time for you to work to accomplish this goal? Does the goal seem worthwhile to you? Is the goal in alignment with your values and needs? Number 5, time-bound. Finally, a goal should be achieved within a set amount of time, or have a deadline, or a date by when it needs to be accomplished. To tell if your client's goal is time-bound, he or she should be able to answer the following questions. When will this goal be achievable for you? What can be done 1 week from today? What can be done 6 weeks from now? What can be done 6 months from now? What can be done 10 years from now? Short, medium, and long-term goals. You will be surprised to know that from some research, approximately 90% of New Year's resolutions fail by January 15th. Well, that's a hard fact, but we expect that it is true. So, you have to coach your client to set and accomplish short, medium, and long-term goals, and hold them accountable to the achievement of their goals. 1. Short-term goals. Short-term goals are those goals that can be achieved within 2 to 3 months, or even less. But for a goal to be short-term, it has to be realistic. If your client has a goal to become a billionaire in 2 months, that's most likely not possible, unless they are about to close a huge deal of a lifetime. 2. Medium-term goals. These are goals that a client can take 3 to 6 months to a few years to achieve, as medium-term goals are more challenging than short-term goals, and so can take anywhere from several months to up to a few years to accomplish. For example, increasing the net profit of a company by 20% may take a few years. 3. Long-term goals. These are the goals that will take anywhere from 5 years to 10 years, or even more, to come to fruition. It is one of the trickiest goals for a client to set, write, and work on with you, because you never know what will happen in the future on the rocky road to success. However, we should still help our clients to solidify their long-term goal mindset. The obvious aim of goals, goal setting, and goal achievement is to help clients to get clear and understand where he or she wants to end up.